Hello folks, Shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. I know it's been a long time coming. I took some time off to recover from mouth surgery, as well as some other personal issues that have propped up over the last few weeks, but now I'm back with yet another episode of me reading One Piece live for you. That's right. A lot of shit has gone down since we last checked in with our beleaguered crew of pirates, and so much so that I really can't go into it in this single episode. So we'll just have to get started with this. So we'll have to just catch up where we left off. And where do we leave off? Well, Luffy's half of the crew arrived at one of Big Mom's islands, an entire island made of chocolate. Delicious. And not only did they run into several familiar faces, but they also ran into Charlotte Pudding, the daughter of Big Mom and the woman that Sanji is betrothed to marry. So, what's going to happen? Well, we're going to find out in, hold on, let me finish doing this, in One Piece, chapter 828, 1 and 2. Of course, the cover is, we're continuing with from the decks from around the world, the 500 million Berry Man arc, as we see the reaction to Luffy's antics on Fishman Island, as well as all the children having straw hats, and we see the princess happy that Luffy is doing well and kicking ass in the new world. So let's get started. Scroll down. Scroll down. Alright, scroll down. Scroll down. Alright, we got some fan art. Very nice fan art. Nice. So, okay. And we now return to Cacao Island, Chocolate Town, of course. And the crew apparently, Luffy's crew apparently learned that Pudding is really Big Mom's daughter. So they're like, not only are you the daughter of Big Mom, but you're the one who's going to marry Sanji? You're that Pudding? And, of course, Brooke's like, well, some guys have all the luck. She'll make a breathtaking wife. And, of course, Pudding is equally shocked. You guys are Sanji's crewmates? No way! But now that you mention it, I've seen your face before. You're that Straw Hat Luffy. Of course, your crew isn't a subordinate to Big Mama's, is it? How is it that you guys can get past the Tarta inspection? Because there's an inspection around the entire island that prevents people from coming on, but somehow they got past it. Well, you can thank Peacons for that. And she's also saying, why are you even here? They'll kill you if they find you here. You're inside Mama's territory, and Mama is scary as they come. And she pulls a knife, but she looks really freaked out, saying that all pirates are scary. I wish you would scroll down. Damn. So anyway. And Nami assures her that they have no intentions of becoming violent. And friggin' D'Artagnan decides to pull his sword out on the poor woman, asking her what should we do with her. Damn you, Pedro. But they seem to have calmed down, and they've simply told her that they want to take Sanji back. And she's like, I guess this isn't exactly what you call a consensual marriage. Mama is a bit bullheaded and stubborn, you see. All of her children know that about her. All her children know that her ulterior motive is to exploit our marriages to strengthen her pirate crew. We've all long been abandoned of any dream of freely choosing our spouses. So apparently, yeah, it sucks for them. And Nami suggests that why can't she just run away from her mother? And she says that one of my dearly beloved sisters left in search of a free, independent love, a journey in search of a groom. I knew it. I called this weeks ago. I couldn't tell you because One of Big Mama's daughters looked suspiciously like another person that we've encountered, and this description just fit her to a T. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything until they say something. Brooke chimes in. Speaking of which, I've been wondering this for a while. We were told that you are the 35th daughter of the Charlotte family. Does Big Mom really have $35? Actually, she has 39 daughters and 46 sons. Ew. All 85 of us are siblings. Wow. Our fathers are sort of all over the place. Mama's taken over 43 husbands. All told, we're a 129 person. Wow. The Mormons would have a field day with her. Let's see. And she continues to say, some of my brothers and sisters actually have their own children. So there are quite a few people out there that carry on Mama's bloodline. So considering that's a lot of people. So a lot of people could be related to Big Mama, but the question is who would actually fuck Big Mama? The foundation and infrastructure of Big Mom's crew is built around our real, actual family, huh? So I guess, in this case, unlike the Doflamingo family, the Big Mom family is actually a family. So no wonder they call her a Big Mom, as Brooke point out. Chopper comments if Pudding has met Sanji, and she says just once with a little heart thing around it. Looks like someone's smitten. And she goes on to describe him in very flowery terms. His eyebrows were a bit too curly, but he was so kind, such a gentleman. His eyes were sharp like his eyes were shaped like hearts, but he knows so much about making sweets. He even taught me a few things. We share the same hobbies, and he's so manly. Oh my! I hear his legs are black or something, and that he's super strong. I'm sure he'd protect me, and of course, Luffy is starting to cackle right along with her. And Chopper says, you know his nickname, Black Leg Sanji, has nothing to do with his legs being black. You get him, don't you? Sanji's a super cool guy. And Nami's like asking if she's really fallen in love with him. Love? What could you mean? I mean, I don't, and Mama's orders are absolute. I mean, and she's all flustered. Yeah, she really likes Sanji. Wow. Possibly for the first time in his entire life, Sanji meets a woman who actually loves him back. I'm not getting ahead of myself. Pedro still thinks they should bound and gag her. Otherwise, she'll blab about their arrival and their presence. If word gets out that they've landed, they'll basically the entryway to Big Mama's territory. They can forget about making it to Sanji. Nami's appalled that Pedro would suggest such a thing. And he asked them how else can they ensure that she keeps her mouth quiet because she is in fact Big Mom's daughter. And Nami points out that Pudding is scared of her parents too. So, but Pedro says all the more reason she would report on them. And she's starting. Sorry, it's a bit laggy here. She can say that she will. She could probably. Hold on. It's starting. It's laggy a little bit because of the storms and shit. Okay. Let's see. They're celebrating. Everyone on Torch Island is celebrating. I can still forget about Sanji. Everyone on Tote Island, they're celebrating my upcoming wedding, and so are the Vinsmokes, Sanji's family. And Mama is ever so excited for the wedding cake. If you don't know, she's really looking forward to this wedding cake, because the cake is being made individually by different islands that make up her territory. One's doing the flour, one's doing the frosting, one's bringing the eggs. It's really crazy. It's a one-piece wedding. And she continues to say that she can't disobey an order from Mama. But all that she's wondered ever since she was a child, what sort of person that she'd end up getting married to. And along came Sanji. He was so wonderful, I thought he came from out of my dreams. I was swept off my feet. Ah, damn inclement weather. And let's get rid of this and this. And they have a small flashback of their first meeting, and it shows Sanji in silhouette holding up a bouquet of flowers because he's Sanji. It's what he does. But the truth is, he shared something with me. And he says, I really want to marry you, but I can't. I've got to return to my friends. I'm going to let this speak for itself. Ignore the snowball. Look at this. Look at this reaction. I'd have the same reaction too. Sanji turning down a woman. You heard it here, folks. You heard it here first, folks. Sanji, the perverted love cook. The man who is a hopeless romantic, who loves women, finally finds a woman who actually wants to be with him, and he turned her down for his crew. And Luffy starts to cry, and he's like, I totally get where he's coming from. He obviously wants to continue his adventure, right? And now that I've realized that his desire of his isn't some one-sided foolish wish, and seeing all of you here in Tokeland risking your lives just to bring him back, well, whatever Mama's orders may be, I can't imagine spending the rest of my life with someone that will regret his marriage so deeply. I could never steal Sanji away from you. And apparently that's what she was writing down this whole time. Here, follow this route. It's only known to us siblings. The only passage through Mama's territory which you can hope to pass unnoticed. And they say, and of course it's a map of the entire islands, where they are at Whole Cake Island, past Jam Island, near Nuts Island, crossing Blue Cheese Island, messing over Biscuit Island, up near Candy Island, and at the final destination, Whole Cake Island. Yes, I'm entirely serious. Those are the names of the islands. Let us meet tomorrow on the southwest coast of Whole Cake Island. I promise I'll bring Sanji to you guys. And of course, Nami is worried that Big Mom will punish her. I'm still her daughter. Don't worry about me. Come to think of it, you guys will be the ones going deep into enemy territory. Worry about yourselves. But I'm certain the strong bond you share with one another will see you through. Still, I can't help but feel a little sad about how things turned out. Who knows? The next person Mama wants me to marry might turn out to be even more wonderful. And Brooke is crying. Such a mature and sensible child. She really is. So anyway, there's a knock at the door. And apparently some guards have come for Pudding. And they've asked her to, until the wedding happens, she's to cease all work-related activities. But she says she still has to entertain guests. So anyway, they sneak out, and some of their allies from the Mink tribe are there. They say they've laid all the stuff over for any needed supplies they'll need for the journey if Luffy doesn't eat it all. And Luffy is interested in Choco Burgers, but Nami didn't have that shit, and they had to head off to meet to where Pecans is. Even though they got plenty of food, they got Choco Pasta and Choco Fried Chicken, and they would make it back to the Sunny, but it's abandoned. That Pecans was supposed to wait there for him. Chopper says he found a message in the bathroom, and it's a simple words carved into the wood. It's a simple word carved into the wood in Japanese. It says, "Turn back," and they wonder who could have written that. Maybe Pecans was kidnapped. Maybe someone trespassed aboard the ship. Whatever it is, it's a serious problem. So. Let's see, going back down. Turn back probably means that if we don't turn back, something bad will happen to us. I think. Thanks, Luffy. And of course, Luffy, being the balls to the wall awesome guy that he is, decides, hey, fuck that, we're going right ahead. Things finally starting to get interesting. Meanwhile, we have to cut away from the scene, and we cut to a place called what was it? Rock Cole Island. And a bunch of people are fighting. Apparently, they're fighting Sanji's siblings, or particularly his brother from the Germa army. And he's complaining that they've killed his wife, his family, his country. It says they're not even human. And they fire at him, and he simply says wall, and one of his associates blocks him as a human shield. Took the bullets right for him. Man, Sanji's siblings are crazy. And he says, I've spent far more than 4 hours dawdling here. You're going to make me late for my little brother's wedding. I couldn't give two shits about your family or your war. And he pretty much murks the guy. Sanji's family are crazy. He comments that I can't believe the sorry excuse for a war lasted over 2 years, and our and he's talking over the radio with someone. He asks for the compensation. They say they've received it, and he goes to the leader of the other side and says that our country is saved, crying as he did so. And he says, "Did we accept the help of the devil himself? No, it was God who saved us." We got to we come to a nice splash panel of the entire country under the reigns of as everyone's celebrating the end of the war, thanks to the Germa army, which is the name of Sanji's family. And they all comment that, and one of them says that he can't wait to see Sanji, and he calls him a liar. So, sorry for how long this video took, but that was the end of the chapter. So, that was it. What did we find out? Well, turns out that Charlotte Pudding is actually a pretty nice girl. We get more hints about one of her siblings being, I'm just gonna say it, Lola from the Thriller Bark arc. She did say her mother was a pretty famous pirate. Also, we saw that Sanji, out of deference to his crew, decided not to marry the woman of his dreams, and that Pudding gave the crew a way to find Sanji and save him once and for all, even though that would incur the wrath of Big Mom. And we see just what kind of bloodthirsty cutthroats Sanji's family are, and I can see why he left them. So anyway, that was the newest chapter of One Piece. Like what you see? Leave, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or just want to talk about this chapter of One Piece? Leave it below. Get back to ya. Patreon is appreciated. Hit me up on Twitter. #CaptainLuffy. You already know what to do. Until next time, this is Shintigercurl, that dude in straw hat, saying good day. And wow, Sanji, you made a great sacrifice for the crew.